Hello everyone. In this video you'll see how you can use the SDK Magic Tool to export the activity steps from Excel to Primavera. This will be the video number 37 in this group of videos, and we will use the SQLite database in this video. You can also use Oracle database or SQL Server when you select any of them. Let us update projects and select one of these projects. For example, let us select this project, and from the main menu activities select activity steps in order to import the current activity steps in this project. As you see, we have 37 steps in this project assigned to its activities. Let us go to Primavera to check the same results. This is our project, and we have grouped the activities by steps. For these activities, each one of them has only one step, and these 4 activities, each one of them has 2 steps, and the last 3 activities, each one of them has 6 steps. Let us learn how we can use the SDK Magic Tool to update these activity steps. First, let us copy these activity steps in order to use them again. First step, we will remove all of these activity steps. When we change this n to y and generalize this n, we will remove all of these activity steps. From the export menu, select activity steps and export these updates to Primavera. Now we have no activity steps in the database for this project. Let us import the current status. As you see, we have no activity steps, but we have the table format that we should fill in order to export the activity steps to Primavera. You will find this column. It has a drop list, contains all of activities ID. Let us go to Primavera to check these updates. After we refresh data, as you see, now we have no steps in this project. All of these steps have been deleted. Let us go again to Excel, and we will copy these activity steps as if we had prepared them in order to save time. Okay, let us paste them in this table format. All we need is to remove these numbers, because these numbers will be set by the SDK Magic Tool, and all of these activity steps will be considered as new items in the database. You can use this column to fill in the weights of each step, and you can use this column to set the display order in Primavera. Now we are ready to export these activity steps to Primavera from this option. Okay, now we have these steps again in Primavera. When we import these activity steps, as you see, these numbers have been set by the SDK Magic Tool. Let us go to Primavera to check these updates. Now this is the current status. When we refresh data in order to get the latest updates in the database, refresh data. As you see, we have now the same groups. All of these activities, each of them has 1 step, and these activities, each of them has 2 steps, and the last 3 activities, each of them has 6 steps. This was how you can use the SDK Magic Tool to remove the activity steps and to export any activity steps to Primavera. Later you can change the names of these steps and export them again to Primavera, or you can add new steps to the table and export the updates to Primavera. Later also you can update these activity steps by using these columns, the step % complete, and the completed column in order to export the updates of these steps to Primavera. This was how you can use the SDK Magic Tool to modify the activity steps of any Primavera project. As you see, it's very flexible and very fast and also very accurate when you use the SDK Magic Tool to export any items of Primavera to the database. Thank you and goodbye.